Have you ever stood at a bustling port, looked up at a massive cargo ship or a luxury cruise liner, and noticed one specific detail? Almost every single large ship in the world is painted bright red right below the waterline. It is a striking, deliberate contrast against the dark hull and the ocean waves. But why? Is it meant to scare away marine life, serve as a form of naval camouflage, or act as a universal warning sign? In reality, it has absolutely nothing to do with aesthetics. Instead, it is a fascinating combination of ancient seafaring challenges, brilliant chemistry, and an unshakable respect for maritime tradition. Welcome to the Blueprint Chronicles. To understand this iconic color, we have to travel back several centuries to the golden age of wooden sailing ships. Back then, crossing an ocean was a slow and deeply dangerous journey. To make matters worse, a slow-moving wooden hull was essentially an all-you-can-eat floating buffet for marine life. The moment a ship touched the water, algae, seaweed, barnacles, and a notorious wood-boring mollusk called the shipworm would attach themselves to the hull and begin destroying the wood. In the maritime world, this nightmare is known as biofouling. While a few barnacles might seem harmless, they were an absolute catastrophe for a ship's performance. They added massive amounts of weight and created severe hydrodynamic drag. A heavily fouled ship could lose up to half its speed and maneuverability. In an era where speed meant surviving a naval battle or winning a high-stakes trade race, sailors desperately needed a solution to keep their hulls clean. By the late 18th century, shipbuilders struck absolute engineering gold. They discovered that by cladding the bottom of wooden hulls with thin sheets of copper, they could solve the problem entirely. Copper is naturally biocidal. When it reacts with seawater, it creates a highly toxic microenvironment for marine organisms. Barnacles could no longer stick to the hull, and shipworms couldn't burrow into the wood. The ships stayed light, clean, and fast. But when the Industrial Revolution arrived, wooden ships were replaced by massive vessels made of iron and steel. Engineers quickly hit a devastating wall. They could no longer use copper sheathing. When copper and iron are placed together in salt water, they act exactly like a battery, causing a severe chemical reaction known as galvanic corrosion that rapidly rusts and destroys the steel hull. To solve this, marine engineers had to pivot from metal sheets to chemistry, inventing the world's first liquid anti-fouling paints. The active ingredient used to poison the marine growth was copper oxide. Because copper oxide is chemically formulated from copper and oxygen, it naturally possesses a distinct, rusty, brick red color. The iconic red bottom was never a stylistic choice. It was simply the natural color of the life-saving chemical compound protecting the ship from destruction. Today, marine chemistry has evolved exponentially. Modern shipbuilders can manufacture highly advanced, eco-friendly anti-fouling paints in literally any color imaginable, from electric blue and bright green to jet black. Yet, walk into any shipyard today, and you will see that red remains the undisputed king of the ocean. Why stick to it? Part of it is deep-rooted maritime tradition, as seafarers are notoriously protective of their history. But there is also a critical, modern, practical benefit. The stark, high-visibility contrast between the ship's main hull and the red bottom creates a perfectly clear visual line. This allows port authorities and the crew to easily read the ship's draft marks and monitor the Plimsoll line, the heavy load line painted on the side of the hull. By looking at exactly where the water meets the red paint, crew members can see instantly if a ship is dangerously overloaded or safely balanced. So, the next time you see a massive ship docked at a harbor, remember that the red line slicing through the water isn't just paint. It is a 300-year-old engineering legacy. What began as a primitive battle against microscopic organisms eating away at wood has evolved into a universal symbol of global shipping safety. It is a beautiful testament to how humanity refines ancient knowledge to conquer the modern world. Thank you for watching the Blueprint Chronicles. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like the video, share it with someone who loves history and science, and subscribe to the channel for more incredible stories. Safe travels, and we will see you next time.